What's up, everyone?
This is a legitimate company. We don't book friends here. You get booked based off your talent.
Let us settle this. You know, only a place where it would have made sense to do so at ARW.
When you get in the locker room and you change into, you know, your persona, into your gear and stuff, you become that character.
Every day is an opportunity. Go out there and we got this.
As soon as they call my name, I give 100% of ass whooping every time.
Controlled chaos, my favorite kind.
It's its own entity. It's like its own little world.
Is the current reigning and defending ARW World Champion. He is back to the bone. Wes Brisco.
What's up? This is Wes Brisco, two-time ARW heavyweight champion right here in the flesh in front of you guys. My dad and my uncle were famous professional wrestlers. My dad was Jerry Briscoe, my uncle is Jack Briscoe, NWA heavyweight champion. Of course, my dad had the Florida NWA heavyweight championship. He was also part of the WWE Stooges. So there's been a lot of history with wrestling. So I kind of grew up around the business and always had a love for it, a passion for it. It was crazy. Like, sometimes Andre the Giant would show up at the house, or Hogan. It was crazy, the wrestlers that would just randomly show up at my dad's house. Kind of freaky.
New York, representing Brothers in Arms, Jason Dugan.
Decided to become a pro wrestler after I got out of prison. Wanted to do something positive. Show people that they can change. People saw me as, oh, he's really good in the mic. He knows how to talk. So that helps me stand apart because I'm not the biggest guy. So I had to have this. So if you know how to do this, you'll get far. I like to take anything into a positive light. So wrestling to me is a positive outlet. And me living my dream, I hope to help other people live their dream. You know, fans get so into it. They spend their hard-earned money to escape reality. This is their escape. It's our job to live their fantasy. A lot of promotions I work are all over the place. Flip-floppity, they book their friends. This is a legitimate company. We don't book friends here. You get booked based off your talent. So there's a lot of hard work when it comes to training and then trying to remember everything and being safe about it, because we do get hurt.
Luigi Primo!
I'm Luigi Primo. In my restaurant, to make a good pizza, you gotta throw the dough in the air. So because of that, I think, okay, how am I gonna beat my opponent in the ring? I'm gonna pick them up and spin them around and slam them on the ground. And then you would knead the dough, which is a trapezius claw. And then once they are done, you would top the pizza, such as the elbow drop or a senton. And then, of course, when you're finished with the pizza, you do the pizza cut. And then the match is over, because that's the last thing you do to a pizza. So essentially, I try to make the art of wrestling sacrosanct and unified with making a good pizza, just like in my kitchen. One of my inspirations, I would say, is a pepperoni, and another one is a mushroom, and a green bell pepper, and a yellow bell pepper, and a white onion, and a red onion. Yes, in a some quantity. You don't want too much. And of course, the sauce and the cheese. I think for me, why I started wrestling was that I wanted to make a best pizza in the ring as well as in my wrestling. So most of the wrestlers, they either make a good pizza or a wrestle. I would say I do both, make a good pizza and a wrestle. And I think that's really what I bring to the international wrestling community. I got in contact with somebody named the Cheese, and he said, you can't have a good pizza without a good cheese. And I said, well, you can't have a good cheese without a good pizza. And So that it kind of turned into an argument, and so we got in contact with the promoter and said, let us settle this. The only place where it would have made sense to do so in Melbourne, Florida, at ARW. I would just like to say, I'm Luigi Primo, and I make a masterpiece.
Being accompanied to the ring by Catwoman, the Wrangler, El Ridiculoso, and sharing two-faced Swirlz. Collectively, they are known as the Dynamic Ass Villains.
My name is El Ridiculoso. The commissionary position is where you just have authority and just say, don't do drugs. The great Andy Kaufman is an inspirational role model. Genghis Khan for accomplishments, and the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. This is my face. This is my face. There is no identity. I am El Ridiculoso, and I got this. You get little weird looks at Taco Bell, but they also give me free meals. I was gonna call myself Serioso because I'm not that serious. And he was like, "That's effing ridiculous. You should be ridiculoso. Do what I don't do, which is eat right. If you were to eat right, you'd probably look better than I do, and you'd probably get booked more. Which is why I don't get booked more, because I don't look like that guy. A lot of people are bigger than me, and a lot of people are stronger than me, and a lot of people have more muscles than I do. So if they hear my name and it makes them laugh, boom, I'm already throwing them off their game. If they look at me and it makes them laugh, boom, I'm already throwing you off your game. Because all I need you to do as my opponent is slip up.
I was a fan, believe it or not, and the very first ARW show was actually under a different name. And I remember I was just about to graduate high school. I was sitting in the crowd. I was thinking, this is so cool. This is awesome. Just what if? Like, that was the big what if. I talked to Alex. I talked to Jason. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be the Jerry Rose that you see today. That's the thing about the wrestling business, is everybody has to have something that's going to connect with the audience, because genuinely I'm a nice person. I really am. I'm a nice guy. And, grannies, middle-aged babes, hit me up.
What inspires me is looking at the faces of all of the ARW fans. Everybody that sits there, everyone that pays money to come see us. That's my passion, is to put on a great show. And the ARW family is such a great people to perform in front of. They're such a great audience, and it brings the best in me, and it makes me want to give 110% every time I step into that ring. I wrestle for WWE, TNA, New Japan Wrestling. I represent for all the family. We give 100% to all of our fans and to everyone that shows up.
She is the current reigning and defending ARW Women's Champion, Renee Michelle.
If someone tells me that I can't do it, that's a challenge for me. I like to prove people wrong. I wasn't a wrestling fan growing up. I was actually approached. I actually wanted to get into stunts than anything, and acting than wrestling. From like 4 to 22, I grew up doing martial arts and weapons such as Kung Fu, which is Choi Foot, Taekwondo, capoeira and weapons, as well as spear, staff, and size. I've been all over the place. I've been to Japan, Canada, all over different places in the U.S. I wrestled over in India for the Great Khali. We had about like 75,000 fans over there. And the list keeps going and going. Like, I can't think of like plenty of more, but yeah. And then I've done some wrestling for like WWE. Been doing it for almost about 9 years, going on 10. I feel the energy from the crowd. I feel the energy from my opponent. I feel the energy from being in the ring, the atmosphere. There's nothing wrong with being sexy. You got to take it and use it for your advantage. I would say for women who can embrace their femininity and sexiness, I think it's a deadly combination. When you get in the locker room and you change into, your persona, into your gear and stuff, you become that character. I always have like butterflies, and that's because I care. I kind of feel like if you don't have the butterflies anymore, it's like either the fire went out and you just don't care anymore.
You know, everyone goes through doubts and everyone goes through struggles, but those struggles and those doubts, when you overcome them, makes you a lot stronger and builds you a better person. So without those struggles, yes, I did have struggles, but I embraced the struggles because that's what made Wes Brisco.
I've only got these 3 words for you right here, baby. Suck my ass.